Hi, thanks for joining. I want to ask a very serious question, and I already know the answer. But if you could cure cancer, would you? And the answer, I'm certain of everyone, is yes, of course, absolutely. Unfortunately, we can't, right? I don't have the power to cure cancer, and neither do you. But we do have the power to make a difference in people's lives. And so that's why I'm asking you for your help. I raised my family in North Carolina, my three children. I raised them in Durham and Raleigh. And I have three grandchildren now, and all three of my grandchildren, with a fourth on the way, they all reside in North Carolina. So even though I live in Texas, and I still consider North Carolina to be my home. And so we vacationed many times in Western North Carolina. Just last summer, my wife Lindsay and I went to the Asheville area, rented a cabin there, and spent a week. Went to Chimney Rock, and just had an amazing time. We love the outdoors, and in my opinion, there's nowhere more beautiful in America than Western North Carolina. And of course, everybody knows what happened about a week and a half ago when Hurricane Helene hit the panhandle of Florida and then went up through parts of Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Western North Carolina, a little sliver of Virginia, and of course into Tennessee. Over 230 people lost their lives. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people have been displaced. And this is the greatest natural disaster in the United States in my lifetime. I've experienced in my lifetime a lot of natural disasters, both here in America and, of course, around the world during my time serving the United States Air Force. So I've seen a lot of disasters. I've seen a lot of hardship, a lot of pain. I've seen a lot of terrible things, to be honest with you. This one is unlike anything I've ever seen. And so, I'm a huge baseball fan. I love baseball probably more than I should. Behind me, some of my favorite baseball cards. Next to that is a painting of a dugout filled with Yankee legends, and I'm wearing my Yankees t-shirt because tonight the Yankees are playing game 2 of the American League Division Series against Kansas City Royals. And I will be watching the game. And there are thousands of people who would love to be able to watch baseball tonight or Monday Night Football, but they can't. Not only because they don't have power, but in many cases, they no longer have a home. They're sleeping in tents, they're sleeping in cars, they're sleeping in campers, trailers, they're sleeping in other people's shelters, wherever they can find a place to lay their head. This disaster is going to stay with us for a very, very long time. And so we as a group at the Multifamily Media Network are asking for your help. My wife Lindsay and I have made multiple donations to multiple sources, and we will continue to do so because this isn't going to go away anytime soon. Listen, if you can make a $10 donation, you will provide a case of water to people who don't have access to any water. Imagine that. So, I'm not asking you to donate your life savings. We're not asking you to take a week or 2 weeks and go into these areas that have been hit and devastated with tools and chainsaws and shovels. We're asking you to just, 1, say a prayer, and 2, do what you can financially. Make a donation. So we've set up a special website, and I want to make sure I get it right. The website is multifamilymedianetwork.com/hurricane-Helene. You go to that website, there's a GoFundMe page on there that will take you directly to the Apartment Association of Western North Carolina. I know those folks well. I've spoken for every apartment association during my career. I've spoken for every apartment association in the state of North Carolina. So I know those folks well. I know the folks at the Upper State Apartment Association in South Carolina. They're doing a lot of good. And these folks are helping other folks when they themselves, just like the people at Samaritan's Purse, while they're helping other people, many of them have lost their homes or have extreme damage to their homes. And, if you've never been to this part of the country, it's a unique situation because, when you're in the mountains like that, a road gets washed out, a bridge gets washed out, you're cut off. And so it's made helicopter rescue and helicopter relief a necessity And that's very, very unique where, trucks can only go so far. And then they're using mules and horses and little, four-wheel vehicles and, things like that to get supplies to people. And we need to help. We need to make sure that they know that, just like on September 12th, 2001, remember how united we were as a nation? We need to be just as united today. And so, again, I hope you'll help. We appreciate your support of the Multifamily Media Network. Sort of as the old man on the group, I certainly appreciate your support. I know a lot of people tune in, not only listen to my podcast, but to the podcasts of many others who are members of this network. And we're honored and privileged. And I know I'm personally flattered by your support. But I'm going to ask you to support these folks who need our help. Again, $10 buys a case of water, maybe 2 cases of water for people who have no water. They have no toothpaste. They have no deodorant. They have, no first aid. They have nothing to eat. The death toll is just every day it goes up, and it's just awful. And so I hope you'll help. Thank you for being a supporter again of the Multifamily Media Network. Being a supporter of Leading Your Culture with Bill Nye means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to my wife as well. But I hope you'll go to the website. Again, that's multifamilymedianetwork.com /Hurricane Helene, and do what you can to help out the folks in Florida, in Georgia, in Alabama, in South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and even parts of Virginia have been impacted by this. I know you'll help because I know you're awesome people. And I'm so proud to be associated with you in any way, shape, or form. Thank you.